You know how the end of the year just kind of arrives? It's often this total blur of flashing lights and just frantic energy. It is so easy to get swept up in all the commercial stuff. But what if the really meaningful moments are actually happening in the quiet spaces, away from all that noise? So that's what we're going to dive into today. This powerful current of goodness that's flowing just beneath the surface.
I mean, have you ever found yourself in a crowded mall, surrounded by a mountain of shopping bags, and you just felt nothing? If you have, you are definitely not alone. That feeling of being completely exhausted by the very things that are supposed to bring you joy, it's incredibly common. It's that sense of being disconnected from what the season is really all about.
It's a strange paradox, isn't it? The world outside, with its bright lights and busy malls, is telling us to be festive, to be joyful. But for so many of us, the feeling inside is more like hollowness or detachment. It's this gap, this disconnect between all the frantic activity we're supposed to enjoy and this deeper sense that something really important is just missing.
But sometimes, a single unexpected moment can cut right through all that noise and change your whole perspective. And that is exactly what happened in the story that inspired this whole explainer.
It wasn't some grand gesture or a major event. It was quiet, it was simple, and it was unbelievably powerful. It was just a moment that cut through all the commercialism and got right to the heart of what this season can truly be about.
So, what was this moment? It was a knock on the door, not a salesperson, not a delivery, but a volunteer from a small, local food bank. She wasn't dropping off a glossy brochure or asking for more money. She was there for one reason: to say thank you, in person, for a donation made earlier. Think about that. A neighbor taking time out of her own day for a simple act of gratitude. I mean, that is the stuff that really holds a community together.
And that one small interaction on a doorstep, it actually reveals something much, much bigger. It points to two fundamental ways we connect during this season, two pillars of goodness that have absolutely nothing to do with what you can buy in a store.
Okay, so the first pillar is this idea of grassroots charity. And we're not talking about those huge, faceless organizations. We're talking about small, local efforts run entirely by volunteers who live right there in the community. It's the simple but profound concept of neighbors directly helping their neighbors.
And this is such a crucial distinction. Now, look, large charities do incredible work, but they can sometimes feel a little anonymous, a little bureaucratic. Grassroots charity is different. People describe it as the very heartbeat of a community, because it's personal. It's about knowing the faces of the people you're helping and really strengthening the bonds right where you live.
Now, the second pillar is just as vital. It's family and community. For many of us, the pace of work finally slows down a bit, and that makes it a crucial time for renewal. It's a season for families to actually reconnect over a shared meal, for communities to hold gatherings, and just for people to invest in those personal relationships that keep us going all year long.
And here's what's so powerful about these two ideas. This stuff, grassroots service and strengthening family ties, it isn't specific to any one culture or any one religion, right? These are universal human values. They create this common ground where people from all walks of life can meet and find a real connection.
The source material shares this really powerful teaching from the Quran, and it gets right to the core of what true giving really means. It suggests that real goodness, or piety, isn't about giving away what's easy or what we don't need anymore. Nope, it's about giving something you truly value, something you genuinely cherish.
So let's break that down. Giving what you cherish doesn't just mean money. It means giving your time on a weekend. It means giving your energy after a long day at work. It means giving your genuine care and attention. That volunteer at the door, she was giving her cherished free time, and that's exactly what made her visit so powerful.
And really, this is the central takeaway. We can have different beliefs, different traditions, totally different views on the world. But we don't have to agree on all of that to see and appreciate the profound beauty in a community serving its most vulnerable, or families just strengthening their bonds. These are things we can all value.
So when you start to see it this way, it leads to this really crucial shift in focus. It becomes a conscious choice to turn away from the empty noise and start looking for the real substance of the season.
It's a question really worth asking ourselves. If it's not in the frantic rush and the endless buying of things, then where do we actually find it?
And when you lay it all out, the answer is pretty clear. The real light isn't found in the stuff. It's found in the service. It's not in the shopping mall.
It's in the quiet collective kindness of a community. It's not about overconsumption, it's about renewing our family bonds. It's a simple choice between distraction and genuine connection.
And you know what the best part is? Anyone can be a part of this. It doesn't require some grand gesture. It can be as simple as a small donation to a local cause, offering just a few hours of your time, or even just sharing a kind word with someone who looks like they're struggling. The goal is just to shift our focus back to where it matters, our neighbors and our families.
So we'll end with this, because it's not just about noticing the goodness out there. It's about participating in it. It leaves us with a simple but powerful challenge, to just look around our own communities and find our own way, however small it might be, to contribute to that warmth and connection.